Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. Happy Tuesday. We're running a little late, but you guys are used to it already. And this is why I'm always late. So when I am really late, you guys don't feel it. You're welcome. How you guys doing, my friends on the panel? What's going on, Dilo? Thank you for being here, my friend.
What's good, Fabs? Thanks for having me, bro.
My friend Flavio, what's going on? Thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Fab. How's it going, D-Lo?
Look at this guy. This guy. Oh my God.
Robin.
It's what time is it? It's actually
Gotta be late.
It's 6 hours ahead. So it's what, 2:00 in the morning?
Wow.
Man.
Wow. Yeah.
Someone
he's
brewed some
probably
coffee.
for-
That's
Oh,
what's up.
this guy right now is I call him Tarzan. He's been fighting. You don't even know the types of animals he's been fighting in the jungle where he lives right now.
Oh my Lord.
Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate it. Let's see who's in the chat with us tonight. We got Brick in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Joker J in the house. What's going on? I cannot believe this guy purposely missed my celebration stream.
Purposely.
Yeah, purposely. I posted it everywhere. Even you know what's funny? I never post on YouTube, and I posted it on YouTube, and he liked it and commented, and he said, "Not going."
Unreal.
And then he said, and then literally as soon as it finished, he goes, "Oh, missed it." Yeah, okay.
What an alibi.
Jables in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Tali in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Do I need to enter some quarters in somewhere? Oh man. Oh my God, this guy. Suavio. Oh man. You know who you look like? You remember that Steve Harvey show? Remember that guy Romeo from the show?
This guy.
Oh man. I forget the name of the show. I think it was called the Steve Harvey Show.
It was.
Figment in the house. What's
That's
going on,
an
my
old
friend? Thank you
show.
for being- yeah, it's an old show.
I like the Bernie Mac one.
Godfather of Six Scale, the Godfather. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for being here. That's my new name. The FabsFigures, the Godfather. Unreal.
Just rolls off the tongue.
I know. Harold in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. The trifecta. We are taking over. This trio right here is taking over. The Jetty, not so much. I think he's drunk right now. Shout out to the Jetty. He's wherever he is.
I was gonna do that. Funny
Probably-
D-Lo. I was literally gonna do that.
Probably on the side of the road somewhere in the bushes.
He's
Drunk
probably standing on dirt.
With his
Unreal.
with his pants around his ankles somewhere. Let's see. That's in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Let's see.
public
Chris
rest
in the
stop.
house. What's going on, my friend? What'd you say?
I said a public rest stop.
Public rest stop. Oh man. Yeah, this guy's fighting dragons in his backyard. He sent me a picture. I was like, yo, what is that? It's like, oh, it's nothing. This is the regular what do you say? This is a regular king cobra snake. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, heck no. Where does this guy live? Where does Robin live?
No, it wasn't a king cobra. So he moved from the Netherlands to Spain. So he's in Spain right now.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
But he's building his place right now. So he's like, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's like I said, he's Tarzan right now. So he just sent me a picture of this garden snake that he found, but the thing was like 2 feet long. I was like, I'm good. He's like, oh, it's okay. I'm like, I'm good.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So be safe out there, my friend. Don't become Venom. You know, imagine. Don't become Venom. Thule in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Bobby in the house. What's going on, my friend? Somebody help this guy with his collection, please. Let's see. Right from Snake Mountain. Snake Mountain. Exactly. Live and direct from Snake Mountain. Oh man, Thule in the house. What's going on, my friend? Let's see who else is in.
Thule.
Nathan in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Peyton in the house. What's going on? Thank you for being here, my friend. Frank, what the hell happened to your Instagram? Did you delete it, or did you get deleted, or did you delete it, or what? And I messaged you also on Facebook, and again, you got that bootleg boost mobile, so unreal.
Thank Frank.
Smash that like button. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, please. You guys know it helps. That's why you guys don't do it. Unbelievable. Andreas in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Melvin, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. What do you think? Oh, we're gonna get into it, my friend. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. And if you didn't watch my impression on it from yesterday, I believe, you should go watch that video. You'll be very enlightened and very very surprised at my reaction. Let's see. Flowers are collectible Lego. This guy. The Lego box. Oh my god. They noticed. See? And it's funny because before the stream, we actually move things on purpose to see if you guys will figure it out. And you guys always do everything. Can you imagine?
That would be insane.
The unspoken test that we give you guys every day, and you figure it out every night. Jeff in the house, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Hector in the house, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here with us. How are you dealing with the Batman, my friend? Did you are you okay with it now? Did you get over it? Let us know. I want to know.
Yeah, I saw your post, bro. That was a lot of feelings to read, bro, in that post. Hope you're doing better.
Yeah, no, he was very. I think he was the first one to message me. He was like, "Oh, I'm pissed." I was like, "No," because no, you know why? You know why I take it seriously when he does that? Because he's very big. Like, he doesn't really collect just anything. He's very big with DC. So when it's something DC and it's like the one thing that he's able to collect, you know what I mean? And he doesn't like it. It's like, oh man, you know. So that's why I feel
that.
Yeah, you know.
That can be a bummer because we don't get that much love when it comes to DC.
That's exactly why. So it hurts him double, you know.
When it misses, it's going to be a while before we can feel better about it. So I feel that.
He said, "Yeah, I'm over." That was quick. That was quick. One whole day.
Just need to get off my chest.
Yeah, I know. One whole day. OG fan, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. All right, guys. So we're gonna get right into it. So finally, and it's slowly but surely happening. We're getting our delays again, slowly but surely. Here we have, guys, finally released. This thing is incredible. I'm gonna let D'Lo go first. D'Lo, what do you think of this piece now that it's released? It's people have it in hand. These are the blogger photos. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Are you waiting to get it? What do you think could go wrong with it as well once you have it in hand?
First off, I absolutely love this piece. Here. It's definitely one of those pieces that was not on my radar until I picked up a Venom and realized how good the quality was of the Venom itself. And
wait, how'd you pick up a Venom? That's weird. That was random.
Or was it? Or was it a game of chance by running a waffle?
Don't use that word on my stream. My word is raffle, like a grown-up, okay? Go ahead.
Okay, so we say raffles. Sorry. Yeah, I'm learning about the underworld belly of hot toys. So it's just like I'm trying to figure out the lingo. I'm trying to be cool and hip. Call it a waffle. But no, it's a sick piece, man. No, I'm just gonna call my own name eventually. But sick piece. I mean, it's obviously it's not going to be accurate to the comics. So I know some people are going to have some concerns about that because obviously Venom is supposed to be much larger than Carnage in the comics. So this kind of threw a couple of people off. But for me, for movie purposes, this is an absolute showstopper. I normally don't say that very often. I'm usually a little bit more reserved, maybe a little skeptical of pieces. This one I absolutely love. It's gonna be a little bit different if you don't already have a Venom now. If you do, you're gonna probably feel right at home with this one. I was able to watch a video before we went live of the unboxing of it there, and the accessories are very intricate. As far as like the arm pieces that turn into sharp blades and stuff like that. There, it kind of has a little bit of an Ahsoka thing. If you guys know what the new DX 20 and 21 or 21, 22, I forget which numbers are, but it has the detachable kind of elbows, so you can actually put the longer blades on there. That might be tricky. That might be my only concern about this figure.
Explain, because I don't watch those videos, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you have the Ahsoka that I just mentioned. I just name dropped, right?
Right.
And you know how it has that elbow disconnect piece there that everybody's having issues with, as far as like, when they bend it and people are breaking it. Yeah. So it's kind of has a similar system to here. Maybe not as bad because it's
right
jointed. Yeah. Those can actually come out all together, so you can attach the longer blades on it there, from what the video kind of showed. So I'm just worried about
they did it like an actual body, like when you take out the entire forearm for a figure.
Right. They have a couple of options. So the traditional peg system, but they also have the forearm as well that comes off completely for the larger pieces. So that might be a little concern I have there, but I'm not overly concerned because I think typically I tend to be more modest with my posing. So I don't think I'll probably use some of the bigger pieces. But overall, it is going to be such a standout in display. I'm super excited about this one here. So yeah, I can't wait for it to come in stock, or hopefully it comes with a little raffle in the future. We'll see. I don't know what Fabs did with this one here, but on you there. So yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What I did with what?
Well, no, I'm saying I can't speak for you and say if you bought more than one or two or
a
dozen of these things here.
No. Only one. Because it was mostly for the head, the Venom head, the Eddie Brock head, and then when they announced that they were making it, the Venom 2 Venom, I was like, oh, it's coming with it anyway. So I started seeing what the differences were going to be, and then I was like, you know what? So I pre-ordered a second Venom. So I'm going to have both Venoms. Obviously, the one that I have now, which was the first one, it's going to be displayed with the Eddie Brock head, obviously with the Carnage from the Carnage figure. And then when I get the second one, it's just going to be a regular Venom. I'm not going to have them both the same way. But Flavia, what about you? What do you think of this piece?
I'm excited, man. I was excited from the first time that I seen this when they announced this. I actually had tried to get the Venom when I was had started collecting, but I couldn't. It was sold out already on Sideshow, and then I somehow ended up pulling it on a wait list, and I got an email and I pulled it. So when I got that, I like the way that they feel, kind of like D'Lo was saying, the rubberized wrap over the figure that they got. The way that they design it is really, really dope. So I was all in when I seen this, just off of the size, just because I think it's going to be insane to see him, like 17-inch long figure just on a display. It's just going to be eye-catching no matter who sees it,
Now, for you personally, since when is length an issue with collecting? Since you mentioned that 17 inches.
Honestly, I purposely dropped that first shelf so
to make more room for the taller figures.
For taller figures, yeah. I don't know.
What is the clearance there now?
That's the thing. I can't off the top of my head. I don't remember, but I know all the rest. The top shelf and the far bottom one are the same height, and the two in the middle are the same height. So these are like more compact, and
those are 6 scale, and the top are DFs.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, pretty much. Most likely, I could probably
easily the analysis there.
Did a combination.
That's a good way to put it.
I need to get my Venom out there too. So, and actually stay tuned. That's going to be one of my videos coming up. That's probably one of my next ones after that. So when I get him out there, that's what I was planning on doing. I was dedicating this case originally anyways to Marvel, like I told you guys. So I had always planned to have him and Carnage on display together on the same shelf, and then maybe a Spider-Man in there or whatever. But anyways, the size itself is just what like intrigued me, just because, I was just like, dang, this Venom is insane. He's huge already, and I couldn't believe that this was going to be taller. I love the crimson red with the black. It's just, you know, all over the figure.
So iconic.
I was really a fan of the movies, the Venom and the Let There Be Carnage. I feel like the Let There Be Carnage though was kind of like rushed in a way, like the plot, like it was kind of all over. But overall, I still loved the movie, and I loved gosh, what's the actor's name? I can't even remember now. It's
Woody
Cletus
Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy. That's the only thing that I think that would have been an awesome release with this figure. Like if it was like maybe a 2-pack or something, if we would have got like just the Cletus Cassidy and the suit version, but we got that third party one. I didn't really like the way it looked, but you know, to each their own. Super fire. I love the magnetic tongues, just like the Venom. Colors are dope. The weapons are insane. Like he's just pure destruction. Everything that comes with this, the accessories in this figure is just like super sharp. I feel like, you know, I got to treat it with care as I've taken it out of the box, because it might actually hurt me too. Like this guy looks dope. So I'm super excited. Only thing that I was concerned about, just like D'Lo said, was the joints, just because they were the exposed type of joints. And I personally, that I can remember, I don't know if I have any figures with exposed joints like that you can see them. So I didn't know how they really went about that. I didn't know if, you know, they painted over it or just made it completely the plastic itself that color. So I didn't know with just bending and stuff, it would have been, you know, chipped or something. But overall, if you zoom in on those like blogger photos, they look really good. Like that one that you showed where you guys were talking about how the elbow piece pops off there. And also,
well, this is what I think he meant right here. These things, how they take them off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that piece pops off like a peg there, like it's like a key.
Yeah, the whole elbow, the whole like forearm elbow pops
Right.
out.
So I'm kind of nervous about that right out of the box. I think right out of the box it's going to be super tight, but I think as you mess around with it, it'll be a lot easier. Other thing is, hopefully they're really strong. Those are really heavy accessory pieces. So I don't know if you constantly take it out and take it out and put it back in. I don't know if over time his elbow will just droop, but you know, that's the only concern. Other than that, I think it's fine. Can't wait to see the way it feels. Like I think these are like really tactile figures, kind of like D'Lo was saying. You got that rubbery style over it, so can't wait.
Well, it's probably going to feel like the Venom does.
Yeah, but he has pieces that come off too. So
I was going to say, D'Lo, since you're the only one who has module cases here, does 17 inches fit in your case?
Oh, absolutely.
I think
it's just unfortunate. It's not going to fit in a DTOF though. That's the thing. Without lowering the shelf or something like that.
Yeah, you're definitely
not
got
getting into DTOF.
Yeah, that's the only issue. I mean, you guys could leave it on top of the DTOF, but that's about it. You're definitely not going to fit.
Yeah.
And I didn't, sorry, before you go, Fab, and I didn't know until I seen that video too before we got on, D'Lo. I didn't know that his knee articulation wasn't that, I guess, great, but I guess in build perspective, that's what they had to do. Obviously, I don't know how to make figures, so I would have thought it would have been able to bend more, but he does have those pieces that do come off of him, those tendrils and stuff. So I think they needed to be able to make sure that, you know, you cleared that gap with that. But it's kind of like that Iron Man style, so you can drop the thigh down. I think it's going to be fine, but posers just know that it's going to be a little bit more work to get this in a nice pose.
Would you
That's
guys
definitely for stability purposes for sure?
Right, that too.
Would you guys have been happier if they had released it at the proper scale and not made him taller than Venom? Or would you guys do you guys think you're going to be happy with the height?
D'Lo?
I guess I'll go. Yeah, I mean, I kind of made that point when I first started talking about the figure that it is not accurate to the comic, which, you know, kind of stinks. But at the same time, neither is Venom, right? I mean, Venom doesn't have his Spider-Man symbol on there. That's a big deal for a lot of collectors, myself included. I waited a long time to pull the trigger on Venom because it wasn't accurate. But having said that, I mean, since if we're looking at it from like from the movie perspective, this is accurate to the movie. So,
Right.
you know, am I annoyed a little bit as a fan? Sure, because I love Carnage. He's one of my favorite characters of all time. But at the same time, if I'm buying a figure based off a movie, then as long as it's faithful to the movie, I really can't really complain about it too much. You know?
Right. Yeah. And I was gonna pretty much kind of touch on the same thing there. Yeah, it does kind of suck because I mean, you know, growing up with those old school like small little action figures and the, you know, retro look of Carnage, that look is super dope. Like that's what I always resonate Carnage with. But it's super accurate to the film. So I feel like, you know, if you had a problem with the character, you would have had a problem with him on screen and the way that they made the movie itself. So I think whoever's going for this is definitely a fan of Carnage and the movie itself.
So I think this figure is going to be incredible in hand. It's going to feel incredible in hand. This here is something that I would prefer over that, you know, Christian Bale, Bruce Wayne, you know, statue. This is pretty much what they try to do, but instead of giving you a bust, they give you an entire, you know, mannequin style body. You know, I rather this all day. I think it looks better. I think it looks classier. We don't need statues, you know, from Hot Toys. But I feel like the figure, not even having it in hand, I know it's going to be a hit. Like Joker J said, you know, shelf presence. That thing's going to be super tall. You know, all these attachments are going to look crazy on it. Going to make the figure look that much bigger, that much more menacing, that much more. It'll bring him more to life with all those things on. Obviously, you know, not having those things on is going to give it a different look. It'll be a more cleaner look, not so crazy, more classy look. Look at that. You're going to tell me putting this on anywhere. You don't think this is going to look amazing?
Yeah, that looks crazy.
It's going to be incredible.
Oh, 100%.
So
what I'm mostly excited about is to get them all together. Like I'm like,
right
now that everything is kind of out there, like I can't wait to, you know, pair Spider-Man with Venom and Carnage and Doc Ock and Green Goblin and certain et cetera, et cetera. Like honestly, I mean, I know Marvel is not on everybody's like favorite list here, but anybody who's had a pulse and has ever been a Spider-Man fan has got to be excited what's going on right now. You're finally getting, I mean, almost literally everybody from you know, from the comics there, whether it's, you know, comic book accurate or not, you're still going to have representation. Yeah, I'm just saying that how cool is it going to be? I mean, especially if you go all in, you decide you want to like get the Toby Spider-Man, the Andrew Garfield, and I mean, you can have so much action going on. Like the ideas are just going through my brain of like how many cool like scenes I can make just because now I have a Carnage and now I have a Venom and et cetera, et cetera. I mean, for me, like I honestly I can't wait for them all to come out here. So I'm just glad that Carnage is finally released. We can start, you know, building this up here because I think anybody who loves Spider-Man it's a great time to be a collector. That's what I think. I think it's an awesome time.
Now, this just actually came into my head though. Now that I'm thinking about it, do you think? And I don't even know. I feel like this is a possibility, but would you guys be upset if that happened? If they finally do? Because I feel like they have to do a 3.0 Venom, even though that other Venom is coming out with this, the Let There Be Carnage. They have to do a 3.0 with the symbol.
Next Venom, it's gonna have the symbol. It has to.
Do you think they're gonna release a Cletus Cassidy bust with Woody Harrelson's face with that maybe, and then?
Well, are they gonna see? Apparently, so according to the second movie, Carnage is supposed to be dead. I don't think so. Okay. I don't think so. I think, you know, because of how they reproduce and how all that stuff works.
Right.
You know, there's always a way to have him come back one way or another. So I don't think he's dead, but that would be a cool head sculpt to have. Right. I know what you mean. Something like this, but with his head on it.
Right. Like if they put the likeness of Woody Harrelson's face, they
like
give
that.
they give you the 3.0 Venom with the white spider logo, but then they flip it back on you and then drop that with the Woody Harrelson and then
That would be a sick idea. I
I
think
feel like that's a possibility.
unless they could figure out a different way to give you this from the new movie, you know what I mean, or from the new Venom, a different
Right.
style. You know, instead of for example, putting on only half a face, it'll show you maybe, see how it's only exposing half the face.
Yeah.
Remember that another iconic way of Venom, wrapping itself around the head is through the entire
Right.
top and bottom of the head like
Right.
this.
Right.
If they
Right.
give you, an entire mouth like this with his head inside, that would be epic, I think.
That would be insane.
If they did that,
Yeah.
I want some serious like expression out of it. I don't want the stoic kind of look that they have here, because like one of my
Yeah.
favorite scenes in the film is like when they're about to collide each other and they're kind of busting out of the symbiotes and they're kind of like come charging each other. I would need a sculpt like that, because this one right here would like not do it for me. I mean, it would be a cool. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still look cool, but if you can just make it epic, imagine like the two of them together like that, and then you have your Tom Hardy like and like Woody Harrelson like too. That would be sick. I would love like an option like that.
I think this expression was a waste. I think
it was like a safe play.
Yeah, exactly. I think he should have been angry. He should have been, his mouth should have been grinning or something.
Yep.
I think he should have shown a more angry expression than this. This was very blah.
Yep.
I mean, thank God we're getting it, but it's very blah.
Yep. And they could have even went further and threw the rolling eye like they did the Obi-Wan Anakin on the one side of the eye. They could have even did that in there. But
this is another possibility right here. That Spider-Man video game Venom.
That would be
That's
sick.
a huge possibility, because remember, they're making all those Spider-Mans from those games.
That's true.
So that'll probably be announced way before the the DCU
You're right.
Venom. You know what I mean? Because the video game's coming out before. So that's a huge possibility. So yeah, good call on that. I completely forgot about that.
With Spider-Man and kind of like certain lines, kind of like D'Lo was saying, I wish they did do that. Kind of like if they like the CMS and comic book, like I wish they came out with a line where it was specifically for like comic book representation suits and for the characters. That would be dope.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen down the road. When Hot Toys runs out of like IPs to do stuff, so they'll start. Yeah, I mean they're running out of ideas now. Let's be honest. It's all whatever Marvel TV show or movies out these days, or Star Wars show. So, once that starts slowing down, they're gonna have to actually start thinking of new ideas. So I think the comic books would be the way to go, and they're kind of showing it a little bit. I mean,
with the Iron Mans, they did the Iron Mans a little bit, but
they did the Iron Mans, and I think those Iron Mans are underrated. Had they not made it a stupid decision, make that a clear plastic chest and just made it solid, that would be an outstanding Iron Man. I would probably have bought that one.
Yep, because I like that.
Which one?
That with the pointed helmet change out.
Yeah, you remember the comic book Iron Man that came out recently? They're still doing the whole
the origins one, yeah.
Right. Had they done it with like a regular solid red chest instead of that clear plastic, I think a lot more people would have bought that, because that's a very iconic look.
I still don't understand what the issue with that clear cover was. I know people were taking it off. I know people. First of all, when people were taking it off, they were like, "Oh, it looks ugly without it on." So then they were painting it red, and then apparently it looked better with red. But like I thought, like it didn't bother me. Like the figure was fine. Like I didn't get what the issue was.
I think it's just the depth that it gave to
and it's subjective as well too. Because think about Venom right now. Some people like myself, I passed on Venom because I didn't like the fact that he didn't have his Spider-Man symbol on there. Because that's I mean, to me, it's like you can't have a Venom without the Spider-Man logo on it. It's crazy to me. So to an Iron Man diehard, like they made love that version of Iron Man, but you made it clear plastic for no reason. It's a turnoff, But had they gave us like that as maybe an option, like take off the plastic one, put on the solid one if you want to do that. I mean, maybe more people would have bought it. Who knows? But it depends.
Tony Marine in the house. How are you, my friend? Let's see what he says. He says, what does anyone think of the magnet head attachments? Because some new head sculpts might not have that feature. Is that how this comes? It's magnetic?
Yeah, it's magnetic. That's how
most like the Venom. Like the Venom.
Yeah.
Oh, they did the same thing for Carnage? I didn't know that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's
just be careful with that though. So go ahead, Fabio.
I think that's their execution, the way they execute these like rubber overlay bodies. I think.
Oh, look at this! How crazy! I just realized. Watch this. Look at that.
Yeah.
How,
Yep.
how insane is that?
To get that pose.
That's gnarly. Look at that. It's crazy. All right, but what do you guys think of that?
I was gonna say about the
magnet
magnet then. Like, don't just be careful with turning the magneted head though, because one problem that a lot of people had with the Venom 1.0 version is that the skin would peel on the texture of the actual like figure itself there, depending on the elbows and stuff like that. If you bent them a certain kind of way, kept them too long, those would stick. The skin would start peeling, especially around the neck when you're moving it. Some people just move the head like you would normally move a normal typical 1/6 head. Only with this one here, it being a magnet, you're rubbing like the bottom of the chin on the neck at the same time. So you're constantly moving it that way instead of lifting it up and then placing it down. You just ruin the neck like that. So just be forewarned about that. Now that you just brought that up, I just thought of it.
That's a good call. I never even really thought about it that way. And I mean, they're
go ahead. No,
I was just gonna say they're pretty like easygoing. I think if you like you dial in that pose and you drop it on there, you'll be fine. But yeah, I didn't even think of that on the neck.
Guys, so I don't know if you guys know this username here, 1/6 Junkie. His name is Bobby. So he's recently getting out of 1/6 scale and getting into statues. So if you
another brother down.
He's leaving the hobby. He can't do it anymore.
Wait, is this real?
Well, yeah, look what he's saying. So guys, if you have anything, anything extra, any spare parts to give him before he leaves, please message him directly. Thank you. Every 1 penny a day we can feed this guy. Let's see. We got a super chat. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate it. Unreal. This is for you. This is for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
Oh man.
Little cameo at the end.
That guy's fruit was as sharp as Carnage.
He's got the Carnage blades. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And welcome back. I haven't seen you in a stream probably 2 weeks already. Unreal. Let's see. But yeah, I can't wait for this figure. I hope that was another question. What do you guys think? When is it coming? Is it going to be another one of those right away shipping to us, or are we going to wait another month and a half like we have been?
I don't know, man. I think we're gonna be waiting here for another month. I haven't even gotten my emails for Ahsoka, Luke. Probably not for this. So I'm just assuming if you PO, you're at the back of the list. So I'll get this in July, guys.
Yeah, okay. He said June. What about you, Dilo?
I don't know, man. It's been kind of weird since we had like that big burst of like packages coming in for like a whole bunch of figures. It's just like, okay, we're like when you're expecting it to be on time, it's never on time. When you're not expecting it, Sideshow's charging your account and just like either holding on to your money or they're shipping it out tomorrow. It's so weird right now. So who knows? Flavio, for example, just said he's still waiting on Ahsoka. I just got charged for Ahsoka today. Like no kind of like warning or anything like that. So, and I don't really know that guarantees that she's going to be shipped out to me. I just know that they have my money hostage now. So we'll see what happens. So,
yeah, I'm kind of nervous, not going to lie. Cause I feel like I feel like I always call it and I feel like it's just going to come all at once. I think Luke is going to just drop on me, Ahsoka, and then this guy. And then it's just going to come back to back.
Black Tom Cruz says, Fabs, can I borrow your Venom Hot Toast for a month or two? Absolutely. For the low monthly price of no. Let's see. I got my yes. He was charging. When was it? Yesterday, I think, or the day before. Yeah, very exciting.
He probably bought it when it went on low stock, and that's why he's getting it before me.
I know he's getting it before everybody. All right, guys. So our second topic is this beautiful inert statue that we got. So what do you got? So I spoke on this, guys. I don't know if you guys again watch my video. If you haven't, go check it out. So I'm not going to say much on this. I'm going to say a couple things that I might have missed. But let's start with D'Lo. D'Lo, what are your thoughts on this masterpiece DX 1000 million?
Well, I mean, is it possible to be excited and mad at the same time? I mean, is that a choice? Because that's kind of how I feel, if I'm being honest here. I mean, I was jumping for joy for the Armory because I just, I had the Armory one time, I sold it, and I kind of miss it, and I knew this was like been teased for like 1,000 years. I was hoping one day it'll come out.
Before you continue, and guys, remember this too. The reason why a lot of people are very excited about this, even with what's going on with that statue, you got to remember that this was teased years ago. The fact that it's finally here, it's a huge deal for those who had been waiting for this piece. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. But obviously there's, with every, piece of excitement, there's a little bit of frustration here. Like many other people, I just bought the DX19. I mean, I've had it for a long time now, or almost since it came out. And here we are, right here we are a couple months later, still in stock on Sideshow. And now, wait a minute. Now, not only is this the Armory coming out, but this is going to be significantly upgraded. It's going to have all the changes that, everybody's been complaining about for years. Because this has got to be the most redone Batman figure of all time, as far as Hot Toys is concerned. They've made this one, a very same one, many times. And there's been a lot of issues with this figure that they have never fixed. So we figured, okay, it's just going to be like this. And now out of the blue, we have the Armory, great. But we also have a Batman that is far superior now to everything that we all have. And some feel pretty jaded by that. I mean, we can be negative here and say, well, that's, you do it because you love it. And that's true. We do it while we love it, but it's a little unfair to the consumer that you suddenly decide to make upgrades on this particular version of Batman when you just released one a few months ago. So it just seems like it's a double-edged sword here. I'm excited for this here, but at the same time, I'm kind of upset because, do I need this Batman? Yes, I do, because it's a far superior Batman that I've always wanted them to make. But let's move to the thing that I absolutely am hating here. Fabs, you right there. Go back, bro. Go back. One more. I want the close up. Yeah, that shit. What is that, guys? Can someone explain this to me? Like, at first I said, oh my God, we're going to have like Bison style bodies.
First of all, you're not going to talk about Inert like that, so take it easy with this image, okay? Keep going.
No, I will not take it easy. Inert, you sons of bees. You have influenced my precious Hot Toys and becoming a statue company because they think that's how they have to compete with you now. How dare you? How dare you corrupt my precious Hot Toys? This is, guys, when I saw this, I thought, oh my God, we've now taken this to the next level, guys. We are now seamless bodies, everything, purge systems, everything here. And then Fabs and Flavio had to hold me back and tell me, no, D'Lo, this is molded. It cannot move. And I was like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this, guys? I thought they were joking. I thought they were playing with me, but like, no, apparently this is really a statue. And look how close on the picture here. Look at the hands literally glued on to a bicep there in the right-hand side. That is ugly as hell. I mean, literally, it looks like you're supposed to like cut it open. You know what I mean? Like it's still like baking or something. Like that's what this thing looks like to me here. It is, it breaks my heart. Like, first of all, who asked for this? Who said we needed to do a statue figure in 1/6? I don't think.
Not me.
Not me.
Somebody did, and they listened to them there. But I mean, I feel like in the head sculpt too. The head sculpt.
It was all Jetty.
Oh man. No,
I feel like the head sculpt is a step back as well too. Like I think I prefer the DX19 head sculpt a little bit more to this one here. Just again, he looks like he's melting. He looks like he's actually baking right now. He's baking himself. He's melting. It's just a weird thing there. I will never use this. I'm gonna be honest here. I would never ever use this here. Maybe I'll use the head sculpt if they make it better at the end. But the fact that this thing is just a glorified statue, I'm kind of where you Fabs. I would prefer like the Venom style bust instead.
Of course,
That's a good hang the head.
We don't need. And guys, just if you don't know, I don't know if you guys noticed, but they removed the original image from Sideshow. Remember that Bruce Wayne was supposed to have a suit and a cane. That I was looking to pull it up. It's gone from Sideshow. So
that's
I
what
guess
we should have got.
Well, to get people not stuck on that image, so they're like, you know what, let's get rid of this so we don't cause any more issues.
Well, you know what though, too, is like when they did the original armory, they did it right. Okay, because here's what I don't like about this one here. Not only obviously the statue thing there, and obviously the controversy with the new upgrades to the armor there, but you know what? At least Hot Toys back then had the decency to do 3 different SKUs of the armory. They did the armory solo, right? So if you just wanted the armory on its own, you can buy the armory, right, with a Batman suit in there. Option 2 was an armory with a Bruce Wayne, so he had the suit on and all that stuff like that. That was cool. And then the high-end one was armory with a Bruce Wayne and an Alfred. That is what I was hoping for too. I was hoping to get a new Alfred out of this here when the armory eventually came out, because that's what they did with the first one. And I feel like I would much rather take an Alfred with this armory set as opposed to doing a sculpted figure statue of Bruce Wayne there, me personally. So, but not to take all the points up here. There's one thing that we can all do here, right? It's an expensive option, but it's the only option we really got here because no one's going to buy our DX19s at this point. Let's be honest. That thing's going to be discounted out the wazoo. You'll never make your money back. So don't even try. Just save, guys. Just save your money. But what I would do personally, guys, is I'm going to buy this because I want an armory back. So, I mean, it's here. It's whatever. I'm going to go forward with it. What I'm going to do, and I recommend everybody else who's interested in this and has a DX19 do, hang the DX19 inside the armory. Take out the new body, the new Batman suit. Use that as your primary Batman. So that way you get the best of both worlds. You have the look of the armory with the hanging suit. That'll be your DX19 in there. And now you have an awesome new up-to-date Batman. It's not ideal. I know some people would rather just have the right Batman and have the armory, call it a day. That would be perfect for all of us here. But Hot Toys is going to Hot Toys, man. And it's just, this feels like Beskar Mando. It feels like Venom 1.0. I mean, at this point, it's like I'm so used to getting the middle finger from this company that it's just like you can sit here and be mad by like 1/6 shape was for like a day and be over it because it's gonna happen no matter what. There's no safety net to this anymore. You can't assume that they're gonna look out for you. They're looking to make money here. And unfortunately, after I was done with being upset, I realized to myself, you know what? DX19 came out, or at least announced wise, it was announced during the whole major pandemic stuff. And there was a lot of rumors that Hot Toys was going through a lot of financial troubles around that time. And that's when 2.0s and Grails were being reissued left and right. No updates, just flat out reissues there. So the DX19 was a cash grab. It turned out to be a cash grab. And, now they're modernizing everything now. Everything now has PERS now. Everything has, updated this, better bodies, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's just like, at this stage here, I feel like we have to get through this. I don't want to call it garbage wave that we got during the pandemic because I would never say that about Hot Toy, but it's definitely it's not the cream of the crop that we're used to from Hot Toys. And now we got to get through this batch. And then eventually when we get to innovation again and, better everything else and stuff like that. And just going to have to kind of wait a storm here. So I would just say if you still want this, there's nothing wrong with that. And you want to keep your DX19 and not lose the value, keep it, put it in the armory, use a new one, rock that one there. So that's the best option we really have, folks. There's nothing else we can really do about it at this point. It is what it is.
Tuli, this new head sculpt is going to blow the DX19's head sculpt out of the water when it's released. I'm telling you right now.
I hope you're right.
No. You forget where you are right now. Like, just wait. I'm telling you, this thing is beautiful. this thing is gonna be beautiful. And the reason why it looks weird right now is because, as we know, so far, what do they do? The Doc Ock head sculpt look like this. The Tony Stark head sculpt look like this. The Tom Holland, Spider-Man, that last one looked like this. They're overdoing it with whatever it is that they're doing, but in hand, just wait. They're gonna look incredible. Flavio, what do you think?
Yeah, so this was a roller coaster for me. I'm not gonna lie. It was mixed emotions, kind of like D'Lo said as well. I remember when I woke up and I seen this, I was like, "Oh, what is this? Like another DC release, and it's a Dark Knight. What's going on?" The Armory. Okay, I'm liking this. I definitely wanted the Armory, and I knew it was previously out before my time. But as I started reading the description, I was trying to figure it out, especially the Bruce Wayne. Like I thought it, like D'Lo was saying, I thought it was a fully articulated figure, and it was just the craziest new seamless body material. But no, as I read more, it was saying that, crossed at the arm. So right there in that description, it told me it didn't move. And I was kind of confused on why they went that route, because like, we all said before, nobody's asking for that. They could have put, an Alfred, like D'Lo said. I wasn't even thinking about that, but that's just a better option. I don't have an Alfred, so, why not give a chance to the people that didn't, have that before? They could have threw that in there. But I was excited as well, just because I'm a fan of Batman 2, and I had bought in like the DX19. That was my first DX. So that was like after I was off of my Marvel kick and I had gotten all my Spider-Mans. That guy was announced and it was a DX. I had, no idea, like, compared to regular, and, then finding out DXs were just over the top, the foam box. I loved it. I still like that. Like, I can't wait to get that out on a shelf. It's a super dope figure. If you guys haven't seen it or checked it out or have it, definitely still a great figure, and I would not think about getting rid of it. But I didn't know, for some reason I thought it was just like kind of like a bust in a way, like it was like a non-moving figure that was added with this. I thought that was just for show to be hung in the back and you couldn't really do anything with it. That's when I kind of got a little bit upset, because I was looking at the pictures and the differences between this release and the DX19, and I was like, well, why are they like showing that the bust is updated? But then that's when I felt jaded. I was like, wow, like I have a DX19 that I haven't even gotten to really mess with, and this has the more accurate cut lines in the cowl, the updates all over the suit. The carbon fiber weaving it just looks a lot better. And you're telling me that it's this close to the announcement of the DX19, and this isn't a DX, this is just a regular release. That's insane to me. This, like you said before the other day, Fab, this should have been the DX.
But here's one thing that I'm going to point out, and when I noticed it, I was like, wait a minute, what line is this? What does this say right here? Does this say Dark Knight Trilogy? No, it doesn't. It says Dark Knight Rises.
Oh,
exactly. So what I think is happening is this: that Dark Knight Trilogy line was just a quick line for them to make quick money, right? So they reissued.
Facts.
They got the Batmobiles, they got they got the Batman, they got this, they got that. That was just a quick line to make money. This here, though, this is the actual line from the movie. So I believe that what's happening specifically with this figure here is that because it's directly connected to a movie, labeling something trilogy is a generalized,
the
statement.
franchise itself.
Right. It's just a general thing. Trilogy. It's all, it's a three of something, three of whatever. But when you focus specifically on that one movie, I'm starting to think that they have to spend more time, because that was another complaint. Somebody had said, it's crazy how they'll focus on some figures or on some lines and not on some others. And that makes perfect sense. Look at what happened to Batman Begins. That figure was garbage. You put
Cash
that
grab.
figure with the cape on or the the cowl, that's trash. The only way, and I bought two, and I'm only displaying one because it wasn't even worth having the Batman look, the cowl look. So I have them with the harness and everything else. And I have them that look with the head sculpt on. I didn't even bother opening up the second one because of how ugly that cape looked and that whole setup and the those pegs that he's got on his collars. So what I think is happening is they're spending more time with the actual, movie lines and not so much for sidelines like the Dark Knight trilogy. Again, that's just my own theory, and I picked that up when I noticed. I was like, wow, this is not even the Dark Knight trilogy like we've seen for, again, Batman Begins, the DX, what is it, DX19. I don't remember if Catwoman, now that I'm thinking about it, I think she might be trilogy as well.
And she is.
Right. So that's what I mean. So these are going to be quick figures to just pump out, boom, boom, boom. And I think they're focusing more on. So now we have to see, is Bane, what was Bane announced?
Yeah,
He was he's completely new.
Was he trilogy or was he Rises?
he's probably Rises, if I had to guess.
That's the thing. So check
Let's
that
see
out.
here.
So pointing this out is very important because it tells you, or it tells us about
Where
what's
they're going.
on with these lines specifically. You know what I mean? If we're looking at this line, this trilogy line is coming out, trash-ish with the Batman, because the DX19 was perfectly fine. It was the Batman Begins. And the only thing
Right.
that was bad about that figure was the suit, right? So is that what they're trying to do? You know what I mean? Instead of, for example, like one of these third-party companies that will purchase a smaller company and do their crappy work that way. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that, Hot Toys is giving us crap, but not every figure is up to par with what they're usually used to giving us. So I was just pointing that out. I don't know if you guys have your own theories.
That's a very good point. I looked it up as while you were talking about it there. So
Bane
according to
is
Sideshow, Bane is considered Dark Knight trilogy.
Okay.
And so is Catwoman. So we know Bane is brand new body, all that. We love Bane. But I wouldn't put it past Sideshow, Hot Toys, that we're going to get this really good Bane and we're going to get a straight up reissue of Catwoman. Because they've been quiet about Catwoman since they've announced her. And I had that. I mean, I had the entire Dark Knight trilogy, like when it first came around there. So I mean, I've had everything. I had the Bat Signal, Commissioner Gordon, every single thing you can think of. I had from that line there. And the reason why I wound up selling it is because I felt like it was so old and the body was just so small compared to the newer Hot Toys. It felt weird when I had them in display. So I eventually just kind of parted ways with them. But now I'm excited that they've upgraded them all. But I'm worried that some of these figures will be basically just reissues of the figures I just sold. And that's something I definitely don't want to do. I don't want to invest more money into figures I already had, only they just have different paint apps. I want there to be actual improvements. Like the suit on Catwoman peeled like crazy. I hope that's changed. I think the body was out of shape for her. I think the head sculpt was very weak as well too. But again, Bane looks fantastic. So I have a little bit of hope that, maybe this is like a small bump in the road. They were starved for cash and they needed it fast. And hopefully I'm wrong and they wow us whatever you release here on out. But I don't know, just got to tread carefully, guys.
Truly, this is what we got instead. That suit version we're not getting with the cane. It's not coming. We got the statue instead. What were you saying, Flavio?
Nothing. Yeah, just other than it being a double-edged sword. If you're a DX19 owner, I think this is one of those situations that big time collectors told me that there's going to be a time that you're going to have to pay to play, and if you want this, you're going to have to swallow that pill and get it anyway. So I got the DX19. I'm not gonna be crazy and not have the armory with it. You crazy? So this is a buy. I mean, it is definitely not an instant PO. Just because I think the price point, I'm not too familiar with, what it should be rated as, but from just speaking with you guys in the chat, it's coming in a little bit higher, but maybe in today's market, it's, right up the alley. You got LED USB function. So there's a lot of updates in it. Definitely going to try to pick this up for sure, but it just sucks. We got, bouncer statue and an updated DX19 in a cabinet.
Tony says, who wanted the Transformer Black Panther? That's the crap Hot Toys is pulling. No, that's actually a good figure. That's a really good, nice figure. You guys are going to see when they finish the entire line, you're going to be like, wow, what is this crap? No, I don't think they're going to finish. No, I really don't think they're going to finish the line. Look at what happened with the Endgame team suits. Remember they had teased Steve Rogers, they teased War Machine, they teased a few of them, and none of them got made. Will they eventually? Maybe, but as of right now, it doesn't look like anything's in the works. I mean, if it is, we wouldn't know anyway. I don't see why they would even bother continuing the line at this point. But if it's already in the works, you better believe it's coming at some point. But I don't think it's necessary. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people made out of that Tony body that was released, they made a whole bunch. You know what I mean? All you did was just swap out head sculpts and you had the entire team there,
Fabs, just thought of something real quick before we jump off the subject here real quick. The other thing that I thought of too was, because you brought up the Batman Begins figure, a lot of people went to this company called OT Customs because someone recommended their head sculpt. And I actually looked into it myself because I was thinking about doing that, maybe picking up Batman Begins and salvaging that there. So the cost of that head sculpt painted, done up, it's gorgeous, but it's the price of a hot toy. It's almost the price of
like 200 something bucks, right?
I don't want to blast the guy's price if I get it wrong and stuff like that and mess up his business.
For who? Which head sculpt? For which one?
For Batman Begins?
For
actually
all
both,
of them, on there.
For either Begins or for the DX19.
It was the same head sculpt.
No.
They were altered.
One different one for one different for the Batman Begins and one different for the Dark Knight.
I didn't even notice.
No, it's actually really good work, and a lot of people signed up for it. And in fact, I think you got to go on a wait list right now. So I feel bad for those guys there because those guys are plunking down money for a custom piece that is going to be coming out right here. So for those collectors, I really feel for it because those are the collectors who had no idea this was coming, at least in this form. Maybe they said maybe one day they'll release an armory, but no way did they think they were going to get these kinds of upgrades a few months afterwards. And they have all these lists. I mean, all these orders in with this company who do great work. And I just feel bad for the company. I hope nobody cancels on them. And I also feel bad for the collectors who spend this extra money there where they could put that money towards an armory too. So it's just a stinky situation. It smells and reeks of greed, and it's just a bummer there. But the OT Customs, I mean, they had some awesome work there. So just a shame.
Isn't this like this trilogy? Isn't there the anniversary? Wasn't it not too long ago?
I don't know.
I feel like I remember them like hearing that, a couple months back, last year, obviously, or the beginning of this year. But I feel like that's just another thing. Like this franchise is, I think they're coming on the back end of trying to introduce that, updated Joker, and we're just getting the last little bit of squeeze of everything that's coming with this. And that's the way I see it.
Got a point.
I could be wrong, but I mean, I feel like, Fabs mentioned before, Joker will be the last one announced.
I think so.
I believe that.
I feel like, they're just throwing everything at us right now. I hopefully I'm still saying, we get a Two-Face, but I think they're just trying to get everything as much as they can that has to do with Christian Bale and this trilogy before they show us like this Joker's here. And then boom, release another Joker after that. Like, you know what I mean? I think they're trying to get all of that out so then they can just wow us.
Yeah.
With
I
that,
think
but-
that honestly, this is all the DCEU's fault for failing. Like if the Ben Affleck led Batman took off, like the whole Snyderverse thing took off, we would not be seeing these figures right now.
Oh,
this
yeah,
would be
absolutely.
much later down the road. So
Yep.
they're just kind of filling the need in DC because, I mean, the DC is already getting rebooted after less than 10 years and after only like a handful of movies.
Let me tell you another reason why this is such a slap in the face. And this is, I feel like, I just thought about this, and to me, that's like the biggest slap in the face. Again, guys, I already spoke on this, but think about this. We get a brand new, newly updated whole figure. And the purpose of this figure is to sit inside the damn Bat Armory. Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, so they're like
You should
already
have given the DX19 for this and giving us the new one as the DX19.
It's because I feel like they know that you're gonna buy it anyways, bro. Like what D'Lo said is what I feel like was their pitch with this to begin with. Like, oh, yo, we already gave you the DX19. Sorry, put that in the cabinet and just use this new one. But we meant to give you.
Well,
this.
no, but you know, apparently that's like what people are saying. Oh, that's what they're gonna do. You know, oh, we're gonna put the DX19 into the Bat Armory and we'll use the new one outside. That's not the point. We shouldn't have to do this.
Yeah.
Why are we using a
agreed.
brand new figure to put in a Bat Armory?
A
For-
$300 accessory
for
piece.
What? So
And
so
That's
what they
that is
should have
that
done-
still sinks.
What they should have done instead of this stupid statue, they could have given us a shell of a suit to go in the Bat Armory,
right.
and that would have been the end of it. Give
Yeah.
us a fake or a very cheap, just for show suit that goes in there, and give us an entire, updated suit with head sculpt, and that would have been it.
And
Nobody
now-
needs a statue. Nobody
Cushion
needs
the blow. Do what
Huh?
you did with the first armory. Like I said, give people options. Give people a more affordable version with just the armory itself without the statue. And then give them the statue option. Or do Alfred. Or how about Lucius Fox? Do Lucius Fox with Alfred together. We never got a Lucius Fox figure ever in that
Yo.
line. Give us
Or
something
not
to be
even-
excited about
not-
other than
right.
just an upgraded suit. Ooh.
But
And
not even an Alfred. Let's say, forget Alfred. We already got an Alfred. A Lucius Fox we never got. Give us a Lucius Fox.
No.
I-
And now
I feel
you
like
know what?
like you weren't there. I just said that, bro.
No. I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you were saying exactly that, but that's,
Well, now that I'm thinking about that, Fab, that you were saying like they gave you a brand new figure to put in the armory. I was gonna try to peel this a little bit later down the road, but I might just completely wait now that I think about it, because how do we know that the DX19 is gonna fit in there? And this isn't scaled completely different from that, just maybe by a hair or something.
Oh, it
Yeah,
better
no,
fit. It better
Dude,
fit.
it better fit. It better fit.
Can you
It better
guys
fit.
imagine though? Can you guys
Be-
imagine?
Because think, like,
What?
what if they're scaling that figure in that suit to like the statue, and maybe the statue isn't in scale to the DX19? Like, you just buy hair, you know what I mean? Like, how are we gonna know?
all
For
I
Hot Toys'
know-
sake, they better fit. That's all I'm saying. Because people will lose their crap.
Yeah.
If they can't at
All-
least do that. If they can't at least do that, people will lose their crap.
What? Put this in the details?
No, the
No.
DX19 fitting in the armory.
Why wouldn't it? It's the same. It's literally.
What if they just look at the clearance on the cowl in that the way that it sits in
It'll fit fine. Don't even go
there?
there.
Oh, I
You're
hope-
trying now. You're trying to stress people out.
Well,
and
no,
then
yeah, you're right, right there.
It'll
But
be-
around the head,
it'll
it
be
looked like-
perfectly fine. Don't worry about that. But again, that's not even the point. The point is we shouldn't have to do this. Now we're wasting a brand new full figure to display in there like this, wasted, to be able to display the new one out like that. What? Like, no, absolutely not. And so you guys can know, so I don't know if you guys remember, I told you guys that when I purchased my my original Bat Armory, I don't have it used. I have a third party used. And the third party, and I just remembered why I ended up using the third party. The third party came with an empty suit, like a bootleg Batman suit inside of it, just for it, for the display, as part of the Bat Armory. So I have that. So I said, well, I don't have to waste the one that came with the Hot Toys, and I could actually use it as the figure next to the Bat Armory with an extra suit inside of it already. So that's why I ended up displaying the third party and not the original one. Let's see who's in here. We got Howard Chan in the house. Thank you for being here, my friend. I'll
Change this.
You have some explaining to do, Howard.
Yeah, give us some coupon codes or something. Let's see.
Send them the link, Fabs. Exclusive interview with Howard Chan on FabsFigures.
I know. You want to get in here? You want to get in here?
Yeah. Just eat your heart out. We got Howard Chan.
You imagine?
You wanna discuss some things?
Business tactics.
Oh man. You want to stop robbing us, sir? Oh man. Oh man. You think everything you do is right. but you are
wrong. Oh man.
I've seen that one in a while. It's been a minute.
Fox is a new cast. Money. Fuck. Yep. Yeah. God, Fox. Truly got busted. Truly. Truly, not truly. He's not a drink. Stop trying to get him buzzed. Howard Chan. What the hell's going on?
Man.
Is long
Hard-hitting questions.
Yeah.
He probably left now. He's like, well,
yeah,
my job here is done. I'm out of here. Stir the pot. Bye.
He's like, I'm out of here. That was
bunch of non-collectors in this room.
That I know. He's like, get out of here. He's like, I'm out of here.
He was like, I can't believe they don't want this statue.
He's like, I can't. It's like, I can't believe you guys are sitting here in a single angle channel. Look, this is guys. So I saw this. It looks like it would be something from like Resident Evil, but again, I don't know. If you guys know, please let me know what this is. It looks really cool. I like this. It looks like an old school Nick Fury. Again, if you guys know what this is, let me know. But what do you guys think of something like this? As a filler figure, or for a custom or something? What do you guys think?
I would buy it, take the jacket off, and throw it away.
Why are you being so mean? Why are you talking like this?
I don't know. I mean, I have no idea what this even is. It looks like laser fingers, but other than that, it's a vibe, I guess. I don't know what it's from. Tailoring looks all right.
Fortunately, I watch too much TV. I'm just realizing this being on your show. Every time you guys don't know something, like, I know it. I gotta stop watching someone's.
Wait, so what is it? What is it?
It's actually from a movie on Netflix. He's like a hitman, basically. So pretty decent movie. But I mean, I don't know why they're making this figure here. It wasn't that good of a movie. It was all right.
Man.
But this is what happens when you don't have licenses. You just make whatever.
No, but you know what though? I noticed that a lot of these customs that like nobody's interested in, if you look at their clothes, the outfits, the accessories, you can buy them and make really cool customs out of them if you're a customizer.
Yeah,
the clothes is nice.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I mean. You get like a lot of these weapons, like this head sculpt, you could use on a badass figure, and like
it kind of looks like Snake from Metal Gear Solid.
That's what I'm saying. You can make it look like right here. Tell me he doesn't look like a white Nick Fury, like what's his name when David Hasselhoff played him. You know what I mean? Like that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
So that's one. I'm not getting that guy. Guys, so we got Apocalypse. Again, I don't know who Storm Studio is, but they're storming my wallet right now. I pre-ordered this. I love this look only. This is the only reason why I got it, for this head sculpt. What do you guys think of something like this? Would you guys get this for your Toys R Us X-Men line, or are you guys not going to bother at all?
when it comes to this one here, I mean, you got to be a fan of this version of the X-Men. I didn't like the reboot of X-Men. Outside, like the first two movies were pretty decent, but like this figure reminds me of how bad that third movie was, and the last movie was after that. So I just, like I said, you got to be a fan of this one here. There's some positives. I think the head sculpt with the white eyes looks really nice. I love the base. I think the base looks amazing. But I'm not crazy about this version of Apocalypse. I don't like the whole Egyptian vibe that they went for. I like.
Well, that's
like,
the thing. I don't
X-Men '97 vibes. You know,
the movie
that's my
was
Apocalypse.
okay. The movie was okay, but this, I only want this again as a filler figure for those X-Men figures that I have, just to go on that shelf, and for this look specifically. That's it. This figure is probably gonna be garbage. It's probably not gonna be good at all. I'll tell you that right now. This is probably going to be the cheapest plastic stuff. It's probably going to peel, but I'm telling you right now, the only thing I want is that head sculpt and this just to go on my shelf, and that's it. Flavio, what about you? What do you think? Right, he doesn't even look proper to scale. Exactly,
he looks very short.
He looks weird.
He was very bulky here too. He had like all this like excess like stuff.
He was
in here.
huge.
Yeah, he was massive. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be right with the scale, but it's gonna look beautiful with the X-Men. I'll tell you that. Flavio, what do you think? See right here.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Storm. Who'd you say they are? Storm
Studio.
Yeah, Storm Studio. I don't know about them, but I remember seeing this the other day, and I thought it looked pretty good. I mean, he doesn't look the best, like you said. Like certain pictures, like the scale, he looks like too skinny in the last one. But from the headshot. Even the one without the lighting up eyes, I thought it was okay from certain angles. But like D'Lo said, it wasn't my favorite X-Men movie. It was okay, but I probably wouldn't get this to like specifically go with an X-Men line, just in hopes that, Hot Toys, if they haven't done him, maybe they do him again or do him better. But yeah, he's okay. I think he's going to be a filler figure for sure, but I'm kind of surprised on how good the head sculpt looks for it being a third party. I don't think it looks bad.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing. It looks, in my opinion, right now, this looks perfect. I have no complaints on it. Obviously, besides the scale of the figure, because it doesn't look like what I feel like when you look at him in the movie. He looks massive. And obviously in the comic too. In the comic, he was humongous. You know what I mean?
Right. And that picture that you had there with the other ones, just. That kind of is tempting because that one is Magneto for sure, and I'd love to have a Magneto. It would be sick to have one.
Archangel in there too.
Yeah, and
that's one figure they need to make, Archangel, because that'll be a sick figure.
I forget the actor's name that did Magneto, but I just loved him.
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah,
I gotta stop watching TV.
But yeah, cool figure for the most.
It's definitely exciting for me. I can't wait to get. Again, it's not going to be a great figure by any means. It'll probably be the most basic figure in the world, and I'm 100% fine with it. Hot Toys, they'll probably never make this, so that's why I will buy it, and I will let you guys know how it is in my unboxings and review video. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. Who's this question for? Is this for you, Flavio? Didn't you say you wanted to throw the jacket in the trash? Is that you? Is that you said that? No. I don't know who said it.
That was for the other figure, and
yeah,
I said I would keep the jacket and throw the figure in the trash.
Oh, we got it backwards. Big short pass. What the hell? Give you a shout on my channel.
Yeah, X-Men Hot Toys for sure. That would be sick.
Yeah, X-Men. I think eventually. I mean, but if they're not making this guy, they're not making X-Men either. So
yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I need some. Yeah, X-Men would be beautiful right now. That's like one line that I think will blow everybody out of the water.
Mondo is doing some great work. They're doing the old classic X-Men team.
Oh, I did see that. I did see that.
You see those? Super tempting.
I saw them. guys. So here we got Donnie Yen from the John Wick 4. You know, I was thinking about something that Hot Toys did. You know, when they tease a figure, they'll usually tease the one figure, and then after that, we don't really know what else is coming from that line. The fact that they teased Donnie Yen and they teased, you know, the John Wick figure both at the same time to let us know they're both coming was a huge plus. And I'm going to tell you why. If we had just seen the tease for John Wick alone, I think a lot of people would have jumped on this figure as a filler figure, not realizing and not knowing that Hot Toys was making Donnie Yen as well. Now, knowing that he's coming, a lot of people are not going to bother with this figure because they don't need it because Donnie Yen is coming. You know what I mean? Unless, again, you're going to do some type of custom, or you don't, or you're not planning on getting the Donnie Yen from Hot Toys, which I don't know why you wouldn't. That those are the only people who are not picking up this figure. But I think that Hot Toys killed these people by announcing, or at least by teasing, the Donnie Yen. What do you think, D'Lo?
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I mean, you know, why would you go for a knockoff imitation when you know the real deals are right around the corner? It doesn't really make sense. But you're right. I mean, they pretty much kibosh anybody's idea of making any secondary characters not on Hot Toys' watch. No. Donnie Yen is in a Keanu Reeves movie. Like, those are their two guys. You know, they make every Keanu Reeves figure known possible. And Donnie Yen is a legend, and they already made him once. You bet your butt if he's in the same movie with Keanu, that's like that. Those two figures are going to sell like crazy over there. So the only thing that this figure has going for it is most likely this will probably come out first before the Donnie Yen figure does for Hot Toys, right? Giving it a 12 to 18 month leadway. And for people who are absolutely anxious to gotta have something with my John Wick now, someone's going to pick this up here. But it's so basic. I mean, honestly, it's a kit bash I think anybody can make. So, I mean, I guess make your money while you can, you know. It's a sucker born every day. I don't know what to tell you on this one. It's just, it exists.
And
But
this is true.
I'm
too,
waiting
with
for the
Thule's-
other one.
I was saying this is true as Thule's saying. You know, people want this stuff now too.
Yeah, there you
know
go.
what I mean? People will not only get it, you know, quickly, but they will also, you know, for example, they'll touch it up, they'll fix up the head sculpt, they'll repaint the head sculpt, they'll tweak it to where they're happy with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's also why they get these things. So that's also true that I didn't think about, because obviously if Hot Toys is making something, I don't need to look elsewhere. So that's my mentality. That's why I always think, well,
That's true. That's me too. That's sometimes I'm
Same.
kind of like blinders on
Right.
with this stuff. So
right, exactly. So if I know that Hot Toys is making something, I don't need to go look for it anywhere else, even if it's a decent looking piece. But I know that
Yeah.
Hot Toys is making it. I mean, again, depends because I've gotten, you know, for example, the Deadshot figure. I don't know if you guys remember. I believe it was Toys Era, not Toys Era.
So?
No, I forget which company made him.
Thunder Toys?
Could have been one of them figures. No, it wasn't Thunder Toys because this figure's old, like super, super old. I forget. I don't know if it was Art Figures or it was it was one of those figures. And so I ended up buying 2 Deadshots by Hot Toys, and I ended up buying 2 Deadshots by whatever that company was. And just because the fact that you could get 2 looks out of each one, I was like, well, Hot Toys, I'm definitely displaying the Will Smith head sculpt. And then with the other one, I'm going to display, one with the mask on and then one with the Will Smith head sculpt. Obviously, the third party wasn't good at all, but just to be able to have that different look. So I do that as well. But I didn't think of it, I didn't think of it like that for people who want it, quickly. Because I know this is not going to be better than Hot Toys. So I would not want this for any reason. But if it's something that looked good, absolutely. What were you saying?
It's true. I mean, people already have John Wicks already in their collections right now.
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, maybe somebody might be thinking about skipping John Wick altogether and say, I'll just grab this and I'll be happy with that. They tease a John Wick in the background there. So, I mean, so many companies have made it. So, yeah.
And don't forget also, they have Donnie Yen head sculpts out there by Hot Toys already that you could easily swap out and make it a full blown, you know what I mean? A full blown
Mhm.
custom with just adding Donnie Yen's head sculpt. You got Enterbay making
Right.
his head sculpt. You got Hot Toys making it. You got I don't know if Blitzway made it, but I know Enterbay definitely did. So it's already there. You know what I mean? So somebody could just get
Right.
this to swap out the head sculpt, and there you go, brand new figure. Let's see what else we got, guys, and then we're out of here. So this guy here. So I don't know if you guys remember, we spoke on this first announcement of this company, S Hero. They made the green. It was instead of purple, it was green, and it was supposed to be the Doctor Doom figure. Remember, it was all cheap looking with all those scratches on his face, all these scars. Well, now they're back again with a 2.0 of Tony Stark. Apparently, so shout out to 16 Junkie Bobby. He sent me again. It's from a comic book. Apparently, I would have never known that. When he sent me that, I was like, unbelievable, because he liked it. He said, "Oh, this is cool." When I posted it in the group, 16 Evolution. If you haven't joined, join. I posted, the fact that the link that Kit is selling it, and so he's like, "Oh, this is not bad." So I said, "All right, you buy it and let me know how it is, because it looks bad." So again, this is their second attempt at shoving this down our throats. Why? I don't know. I don't like it. I am not getting this at all. I think this looks very cheap. But you guys let me know how you feel. Flavio, I'm going to start with you. What do you think of this?
No, it's a pass for me. I have no idea that, Tony Stark got into the Doctor Doom costume in a comic. That's news to me. But yeah, it's not for me. I don't know where this would tie in to my collection whatsoever. I mean, Fantastic Four line, regular Doctor Doom, all good with that. I'm cool. This, I don't understand. It's just not for me. Doesn't look the worst. Looks like Tony Stark is about to go into space there. But other than that, yeah, it's a pass.
D-Lo.
Shit sucks, bro.
Yo,
It just
silence was enough. Silence was enough.
We're at the end of the show, bro.
Take it easy, Mike.
I've saved up all my curse words for the end of the show. I've collected them by being my best behavior. Look, I hated the first one that you showed me, and this is the same one with red. Bootleg Tony head sculpt. Oh man, sign me up. No. I do appreciate they tried to put some boosters like for his arms and his legs, so it shows that he can fly. But I may not remember completely. But is this the same exact armor as the first one you showed me, only painted in gold?
No, it's not painted anything. So the other one was supposed to be a Doctor Doom, literally in green. Obviously, the faceplate was different. But now they're giving you the same exact thing with a purple cloak and Tony Stark's head sculpt.
So the arms and the legs, it's the same exact as the green one you showed me a couple weeks ago.
Literally, I'm gonna.
But this one can fly, but this one can't.
Exactly.
Come on,
The other one,
give it a little bit more effort, guys.
And don't forget, the other one. Remember, it had that throne, and then the throne turned out to be like $400.
Ooh, yeah, that was steep. Yeah.
Yep.
That was steep.
He does look like Buzz Lightyear.
But look at that, he's got the backgrounds. Look, he's got one where it looks like pyramids. It looks like the top of a building. I don't know what that third one is. It looks like he's looking down at. Yeah, I have no. I mean, just
the third one looks like the
all
effects
over
of the Doctor Strange movie when he was fighting Spider-Man.
Yeah, that figure has a crisis. It doesn't know what it wants to be.
Look,
oh yeah, this is garbage. Look how this crap here.
But look at it. It's the exact same figure.
Wow.
Twice. Literally. There's no look. They
just cut the face out.
Exactly. They give you a different face. That's it. But they're giving you that. So they don't give you a gun, but they give you the fire effects, right? They give you the faceplate. Obviously, he's got the faceplate. here takes it off.
Hey, yo,
It's
Flavio.
the same thing.
Bro,
What's up?
he just showed us the third-party version of the DX19 in Armory, bro. That's what he just showed us. He just showed us the third-party version of this here.
Oh my god.
Where's everybody's
Right
pitchforks for this
here,
Iron
exactly.
Monarch?
the Iron Monarch? The
Where's the
names.
pitchforks, man?
Oh my god! I
That's
see. I
crazy.
told you guys they've been trying to shove this down our throats. I don't know why. Like, can you make anything else, please?
And this
Like,
company
Brought
like
to you
must have,
by Not Toys and Ronald Chan.
this company like bought like
Ronald Chan.
a million like
This is
501st
Ronald Chan.
like
Ronald.
501st Trooper explosion
This
effects
is-
too. It's like they're
this
just
is
throwing them in
brutal.
there.
They were like, all right, we didn't get him the first round. Let's go round 2. Bam.
Right.
Wow.
Yup.
They're
Not
like,
good.
Tony will sell it for us.
Yup. Yup.
Can
The
you
next one will be
imagine?
Batman. It's gonna be Batman. The next one, he's gonna be a black coat. It's gonna be a black coat this
No,
time. You know,
the next one's gonna be
he's gonna come with a
Black
batarang.
Panther. Black
Antonio
Panther.
Oh, there you
Doom.
go.
Black Panther will sell it. Throw something and see if it sticks. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what they're doing. But like, at least like try to like be sneaky about it. But don't like this is like so obvious. Like, here you go, a different color, boom, in your face. Like try to be sneaky. Like, give us like something completely different.
The only good thing that I will say is that the Tony Stark likeness is not as bad, but it probably won't look like that.
Doesn't
at
look
the
bad.
end. Yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't look bad.
Oh, Pedro Pascual over here, man. They
Yeah,
updated
you
this.
guys-
You saw this?
So this
I
is,
didn't get to take a good look.
well, this is the updated final pictures. He looks actually really good.
I missed to see what the previous one is. I always forget. Like we should take screenshots.
Well,
if
you
we
don't
know,
buy
like-
you don't buy third party anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, but I might for this one.
He's like, hey,
Good
but
show.
I might. He's like, hey, but maybe one day.
This
Like
could
Justin
be. I
Bieber,
mean,
never say never.
who else would do? Who else would do a Last of Us? You know what I mean? I don't think Hot Toys is ever gonna do that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. No, if you're gonna get it, you need to jump on it. Because I told you, I mentioned this before when it was announced originally. I said, if anything, I said, Toys R Us hasn't reissued anything, but I feel like with the way they're going with this figure, I think if they're gonna reissue anything, it's gonna be this figure.
Yep.
Because of what look how much work
Is
they're
that
putting
bacon
into it.
strips?
They're going die cast. Look, die cast.
Oh, that's die cast.
look, die cast metal, and then wood, actual wood. You got
What?
sheepskin leather.
Sheepskin leather.
leather.
In art.
No, exactly. They're gonna dethrone InArt. So take it easy.
This comes with a magnet base. I'm buying it.
Oh, I'm buying 2. Because look, you got die cast and you need magnets. So.
No, that's crazy though. For real, I didn't even know that those updates. It was not just on the sculpt. I didn't see.
No, it
those.
was just a sculpt. All that stuff was there. I mean, it
Was it?
was just a sculpt. Yeah, it was all there.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
crazy.
it was a nice setup, but like the head sculpt was the only thing throwing people off there. But
Now,
I
from
still
what
don't
you
think it looks
remember-
like Pedro. I
Yeah,
don't think it still
so
looks like
either.
Pedro, man.
No,
You
are
know?
you crazy?
I think
How
I
does he
could see
not?
it. He looks better than what the original one does.
The
but
original,
he
he
does.
looked, he was all squinting. His face was all like this, like
This
all
one,
weird.
He
I
kind
feel
of
like
still
he's-
looks that way. Like
I feel
No,
like his face
no,
is
he
just
looks better.
smaller here.
No, he
I-
looks way better than he did before.
Absolutely.
Maybe not 100%, but way
Maybe-
better.
I think
maybe a little
it
bit
just looks
better.
like the size of his head looks.
I think the lighting too helps. I think they changed the lighting.
yeah,
too.
I wouldn't be surprised if all they did was change lighting and say, "Oh yeah, updated face sculpt. Get out of
Yeah,
here."
I
Buy it.
believe
Shut
it.
up.
No, that's a huge possibility because he looked like
They're
he was
like-
super tan.
Yeah.
Right, he should be more tan. He looks very pale here. I don't know. I think Pedro
He
should be a
looked
little
more
darker.
tan.
That's
He
just
looked
me.
more tan in the original pictures. That was that's one of the things that
I
made
think
him look
it's
so
a matter
bad.
of like they overdid it. I think they turned the contrast way up. They changed the
Yeah.
light down a little bit.
the contrast. And I think I don't know. You guys didn't talk about this, but
Yeah, we did. We saw it on
Yeah, we
Saturday.
did.
did you? Oh, all right, all
Yeah.
right. So
Yeah.
all right. So our
You like it because
our
of the arm and the
favorite-
jacket. I remember.
and the battle damage, not the jacket.
Yes.
Unbelievable. All right, guys. So
The battle damage
Our-
jacket.
our favorite segment of the week. Bow. All right. We're gonna go with Flavio first because he's always very excited for this segment.
Guys, same thing as Saturday. I still gotta do my video for my Ahsoka. Stay tuned. Yeah. Clone Wars Ahsoka. She's badass, so stay tuned.
Thank you. This is the last time you'll be on my show. Let's see. Let's see who Dilo's got tonight.
All right, tonight is really more about tomorrow. So I decided to bring out Chromie Chrome Mando.
Vibro
When did you get
blade.
him?
I got him maybe a week or two ago. I got a good deal. Got a good deal on this guy. But yeah, man, I pulled him out here because I said, you know what, tomorrow is the finale. I'm super excited. I'm almost tempted to kind of stay up and wait for it to pop up on Disney Plus like at 3 a.m. here on the East Coast. But I'll probably just go to sleep because I'm old and shit. But but yeah, man, listen, I really wanted to hate this figure. Obviously, you guys know how much I hate the whole original Beskar controversy where this one was announced and people still haven't gotten the first version. I was one of those people, and you know what? I bit the bullet and I said, screw it. I'm just gonna buy it, sell mine at a loss and just move on and get over it. And I'm kind of glad I did because this definitely lives up to the hype. This is very, very dope. Now, a lot of people are doing the whole cleaning up the chrome thing. I don't want to do it for this one. Honestly, I like the way this looks. It doesn't look very good on camera, but in person, I feel like the weathering is just perfect for me personally. I think it almost looks too shiny when people do it, but you never know. Maybe tomorrow after the show is done, maybe we will get another Chrome Mando. We absolutely will. What am I saying? We will absolutely do that there for sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the finale. I cannot wait for Hot Toys to start announcing what we're going to get from season 3. And yeah, I'm excited to see what happens to our favorite Mandalorian tomorrow on tomorrow's season finale. So what do you guys think? I love this figure. I think it's great. I think it's an awesome figure.
I have the OG one, and I'm still getting that one. Like, it's fire. I love the shine to it.
Flavio, you have a question here.
Yeah, I saw that. To answer Tony's question, I don't hate third parties. I just don't prefer them just because more of the licensing factor, I guess. I like the officialness of, having the licensed piece from Hot Toys, and I just feel like, they execute stuff the best. I mean, I don't want to beat around the bush there, but third parties definitely, are necessary for certain situations, like, if they're going to do a one-off piece that you have to tie in with something that, Hot Toys isn't going to make. I am not opposed to third party. I love, if it looks good, I'll get it. And if the body's good, mainly. But I mainly love Hot Toys, and that's the reason that I kind of try to stay away from them. But, lately third party has really been, making me want to buy them more. That, 66 Joker, couple other recent pieces that we've seen. So I don't hate them. I just tread lightly around. Get me in
trouble, Joker. Quiet.
But yeah.
Congratulations.
Already on double secret probation there.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't I was gonna mention it, but then I was like, I was gonna wait for the 100th, but thank you, my friend. And now, guys, so before I pick a figure, every week, I there's a little thought process that I go through. In this week's this week's figure, I picked with having in mind that Joker J didn't show up to my celebration, so this is to hopefully go back in time and have him show up because he left me hanging. Unreal. So this is what I picked for tonight. I love this head sculpt. This is I bought this off of eBay when the figure came out. I actually have, I think, either 3 or 4 Doctor Strange figures displayed right now just because they all have different looks. This is one of them. As you can see, he's floating.
That's sick.
This was the scene in Infinity War when he's trying to figure out how many futures there are. So I needed when I saw the head sculpt, for sale, I was like, oh man, I was like, this is mine. So this is how I have him. Love it. So yeah, Joker Dre, come back to my dreams. So guys, this is it for tonight. So thank you guys for hanging out with us as always. We'll see you guys again on Saturday. Don't be late, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow I will have this figure video for you guys, so stay tuned for that. I just got this today. This is the Present Toys Punisher. The only reason why I got him is because I have the Hot Toys one, so he comes with two head sculpts, one with his hair kind of like up and the other one kind of flat, so I don't have the flat hair look, so I'm going to display him that way, which is the only reason why I bought him. What else? I am they charged for Luke a couple days ago, so he should be shipping at some point. What else is coming? I still need to open up my Anakin and Stap, which has been sitting here for literally months already. So that's coming soon. So stay tuned for those guys, and then I'll let you guys know what else. There was something else I always forget. Oh, the Daft Toys Alfred from BVS and the Justice League. He's on his way. They're both of them are coming. Gonna say probably in the next 4 to 5 days. So stay tuned for those. And as always, guys, we'll see you in the next one.
Oh wait, one thing fast. One thing.
What?
Collection tour is done. It's dropping tomorrow.
Hey,
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Stay tuned for that.
Flavio, what do you got coming?
Yeah, I'm trying to pump out my Ahsoka video, guys. So just stay tuned for that. That's all I got right now.
It'll be done when?
In July of 2026. Hopefully it'll be done later this week. So yeah, I'm gonna try. I just been, not gonna lie, just been busy, you know. Season's been bugging with me with allergies. So
Oh, please. All right. Dilo, you got the video coming when?
Video's dropping tomorrow. I'm uploading it right after we're done tonight. I didn't want to do it in the middle, jack up the stream, all that good stuff there. So it's uploading tonight. It's a big ass file. I hope it's done by the morning, but as soon as it is, I'll drop a link in the Facebook page and on my Instagrams, just so everybody can kind of go ahead and see it. And better or worse is done. I hope you guys like it. So I'm not redoing it. So enjoy.
All right, guys. So stay tuned for those, and we'll see you guys in the next